Hello everyone, good morning. As per request ng ibang mga nakapanood ng ating video, so eto na ay gagawin natin ang ibang subject. This time, we will be focusing on science, quarter 1, module 1, the lesson number 2, or differentiating a solute from a solvent. So, brace yourself at atin nang pupuntahan ang mundo ng science. Pero bago ang lahat ay magbibigay muna tayo ng credits sa mga tao na naging tulay upang magawa ang module na ito. Unang-una ang Department of Education, headed of course by our Secretary Ma'am Leonor Magtolis Briones and the Undersecretary Sir Diosdado M. San Antonio, together with the development team of the module, the authors, Ma'am Nancy, Ma'am Judy, Ma'am Jamaica, Sir Julimar, the editor, the reviewers, the illustrators, the layout artist, the graphic artist, and the management team. Thank you so much po. Okay, for the information of everybody, this module was designed and written with you in mind. It is here to help you master the matter, and the scope of this module permits it to be used in many different learning situations. At ang lingwahe po na ginagamit dito ay upang tingnan ang diverse vocabulary level ng tanan or ng iba or ng lahat ng estudyante. The lessons are arranged to follow the standard sequence of the course, but the order in which you read them can be changed to correspond with the textbook you are now using. So, ang module na ito ay ginawa para maintindihan lalo ng mga bata katulad nyo na nanonood ngayon kung ano ba talaga ang pinag-uusapan. So this module is about differentiating a solute from solvent. So pag-aaralan natin sa module na ito, ano ba ang kaibahan ng solute mula sa solvent. And after going through this module, you are expected to be able to differentiate a solute from solvent. Ang management team ay nagho-hope na after nating matutunan itong module na ito, we will be able to differentiate. So tayo mismo na makakapagsabi what is the difference of the solute from solvent. But before that, ay meron munang mga katanungan na nais nating sagutan ninyo. So get your ball pen and your notebook now together with your module and listen to me as I read the following questions. The direction is for you to choose the letter of the correct answer. Use a separate sheet for your answer. Again, do not write anything in the module. Instead, yung mga sagot niyo ay isulat niyo sa kwaderno. So I know that you are ready. So I'll be reading now question number 1. Which of the following materials can be dissolved? A. Stone, B. Leaf, C. Salt, or D. Cloth? Question number 2. If you are going to mix hot water and coffee powder, what will happen? A. The coffee powder will not dissolve in water. B. The coffee powder will dissolve in water thoroughly. C. The coffee powder will dissolve in water partially. Letter D. None of the above. Question number 3. This is formed when one substance is dissolved in another substance. A. Solute. B. Solution. C. Salts. D. Aerosol. Question number 4. Which of the following materials is a solvent? A. Flour, B. Water, C. Sugar, D. Both A and B. Number 5. It dissolves more substances than any other. A. Sugar, B. Salt, C. Water, D. Pebble. Now, children, you have to choose the letter of the correct answer. For continuation, you have to write true if the statement is correct and false if it is not. Number 6. All solutes dissolve in solvents. 7. Sugar is an example of a soluble substance. Number 8. A pinch of salt can easily be dissolved in water than in oil. Number 9. An enamel paint dissolves in water. Number 10. Chocolate powder will dissolve in hot water easily. Answer. So let's proceed now to our lesson number 2, differentiating a solute from a solvent. Now, I am going to ask you, what drinks do you usually prepare during breakfast? Ano yung iniinom nyo sa umaga? It could be coffee, milk, or chocolate powder mixed with hot water. Have you not wondered which of those substances does the dissolving or the substance that is being dissolved? Hindi nyo ba nakikita? Ba't nawawala yung powder? Sino ba ang nagde-dissolve sa kanila? Ngayon ay bibigyan ko na naman kayo ng ibang gawain. You have to choose the letter of the correct answer and write your answer in your notebook. Number 1. Which of the following illustrations is an example of a mixture? Which of the following illustrations is an example of a mixture? So we have 4 choices. Number 2. Mixtures can be solid, liquid, or gas. It can be homogeneous or heterogeneous and are made up of 2 or more components. Which of the following mixtures where components are not visible? Again, which of the following mixtures where components are not visible? Again, there are 4 choices. Number 3. Which of these best describes a heterogeneous mixture? A. The components are not visible. B. They show only one phase. C. They have components that are not uniform. D. They have the same properties. Number 4. Which of the statements or phrase best describes a solution? A. Solution is formed when one substance dissolves in another substance. B. Solutions are heterogeneous mixtures. C. Pizza, halo-halo, and fruit salad are examples of a solution. D. Both B and C. Number 5. What are the 2 types of mixtures? Blank and blank. Now, for our next activity, activity 1, you have to answer the following questions in few complete statements. Write your answer in your science journal or sa inyong mga sagutang papel. So, sagutan nyo to sa pamamagitan ng pag-explain. Kahit kaunti lang, basta't na-explain nyo siya. Number 1. If you mix water and coffee, what will happen? Which substance will be dissolved? Number 2. What substance dissolves it? Which is solvent? Which is solute? Now, you have to answer it in your science journal. Now, titingnan natin ngayon ang illustration. Sa inyong mga module ay makikita niyo yan. When one substance dissolves into another, a solution is formed. So, pag ang isang substance ay na-dissolve sa isa pang substance, so pinaghalo natin sila at na-dissolve yung isa, ang tawag na doon ay solution. A solution is a homogeneous mixture consisting of a solute dissolved into a solvent. So when we say solution, isa siyang homogeneous mixture. At ang composition niya ay ang solute yung na-dissolve at ang solvent na nag-dissolve. A solvent is a substance that does the dissolving, or it is a substance used to dissolve a solute. It is of a larger amount. So when we say solvent, isa siyang substance na nagdi-dissolve ng solute. Hindi kailanman si solute ang magdi-dissolve kay solvent. Si solvent ang nagdi-dissolve kay solute. And it is of a larger amount. Mas marami siya. A solute dissolves or the substance that is being dissolved. It is of smallest amount. So si solute, yun siya ang nadi-dissolve or yun siya yung natutunaw. At mas maliit siya, mas kaunti siya kesa sa solvent. Water is called the universal solvent because it dissolves more substances than any other. There are solutes that can be dissolved in a solvent. It is called soluble. However, there are also substances that cannot be dissolved in solvent. It is called insoluble. Lahat ng mga substance na hindi na-dissolve, ang tawag doon is insoluble substance. At yung mga substance naman na madali lang ma-dissolve or matutunaw, ang tawag sa kanila ay soluble substance. At mind you, si water ang tinatawag na universal solvent dahil sa rami ng pwede niyang ma-dissolve. To continue with the activity, for number 1 to 5, you have to classify each substance, whether it is solute or solvent. Number 1, buko juice, solute or solvent. Number 2, water, solute or solvent. Number 3, sugar, solute or solvent. Number 4, coffee powder. Is it a solute or a solvent? Number 5, salt, solute or solvent. For numbers 6 to 10, you have to put a check whether the given soluble or solute is soluble, and X if not solubles in the solvent paired with them. May pinarehong solvent sa kanila. Natutunaw siya, check. Kung hindi naman siya natutunaw sa solvent na ipinair sa kanya, X. Number 6, enamel paint and water. Number 7, flour and oil. Number 8, salt and vinegar. Number 9, sugar and water. Number 10, powdered milk and hot water. Now, let's wrap up what you have learned. You have to complete the statements below by choosing the correct answers from the given choices in the box. Write the complete paragraph in your notebook or in your science journal. So these are the possible answers. Solvent, solute, soluble, insoluble, greater, smaller. So this is now the statement. I learned that a blank is a substance used to dissolve a blank. It is of the blank amount, while a blank is a substance that is being dissolved. It is of the blank amount. There are substances that can be dissolved in the given solvent. It is called blank. While the materials that can't be dissolved is called blank. Again, you have to look at the illustration and you have to answer the question following below. Number 1, based from the given illustration, what is the solute? Which is the solvent? And number 2, how is the solute being dissolved in the given solvent? Now you have to look at the illustration so that you would know which is the solvent and which is the solute. For the next activity, you have to choose the letter of the best answer. Number 1, which happens if you mix juice powder with water? A, the juice powder will dissolve in water. B, the juice powder will form a layer. C, the juice powder will not dissolve in water. D, the juice powder will settle at the bottom of the water. Question 2. What substance dissolves most substance? A. Water. B. Oil. C. Paint. D. Sugar. Question 3. What will happen if we add leaves to water? A. The leaves will dissolve in water. B. The leaves will not dissolve in water. C. The leaves will partially dissolve in water. D. Both A and B. Question number 4. What is the solvent in a cup of milk? A. Sugar. B. Milk powder. C. Water. D. Sugar and milk. Number 5. Which of the following substances can be dissolved in water? A. Oil. B. Enamel paint. C. Salt. D. Both A and B. Number 6. Which of the following substances is an example of a solute? A. Pepper. B. Water. C. Vinegar. D. Soy sauce. Number 7. Which of the following substances does not dissolve in water? A. Sugar. B. Pepper. C. Oil. Or D. Milk powder. Number 8. What do you call the substance that can be dissolved in the given solvent? A. Soluble. B. Insoluble. C. Sol. D. Emulsion. 9. If you mix hot water and milk powder, what will happen? A. The milk powder will dissolve in water. B. The milk powder will form a layer. C. The milk powder will not dissolve in hot water. D. None of the above. And for question 10, in a solution, what do you call the substance in a larger amount? A. Solute. B. Solvent. C. Salts. D. None of the above. For the additional activities, you can see an illustration of a Venn diagram. You have to complete the diagram by identifying the difference between a solute and a solvent. So you can see in the Venn diagram, you can write the characteristic of a solute under, and then you can write also the characteristic of a solvent under the circle. And similarities of a solute and a solvent. Ready? Good. At ngayon ay natapos na natin ang Science Grade 6 Lesson 2 sa Module 1. Thank you so much. Ito po muli si Sir Alan Madino. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel para mas meron pa tayong maia-upload na marami pang videos. God bless you!